So Josh, we're actually out, we're not too far from my home county here, we're actually in Somerset.
Yep.
We've landed out to yourselves, Butt Brothers. More or less because Gareth told me it was cool, it would be a good idea to call out here because he was in your yard, I'd say maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10, 11 years ago I think it was.
Yeah. And back then, was it the 9090 that you had there?
Yeah, we were running a FR920 at that point.
And you're still running New Holland forager now?
Yeah, still running them.
So I know, and we'll be talking to your cousin Annie about this in a bit in regards to the forager, but you've kind of stuck with the New Holland nearly the whole way through. Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, just like the machine really, especially in the maize, quite a wide sort of chopping drum in it, and it's wide through the corn cracker as well, so does a good job of cracking the grain, which we struggled with before a little bit, so yeah, no, it does a good job on that.
Because the majority, I suppose, a good bulk of your work would be kind of forage.
Yeah, so we're in this area, we're mainly like a lot of dairy farms and a lot of beef sort of units, so well, mainly dairy, so that's our sort of main work, forage harvesting really.
And it's a big family operation because obviously it's your father and your uncle started it off.
Yeah, that's right. And I got an older brother, Isaac, and then my two cousins, Andrew on the forager, and Jake who drives the shovel. So, yeah, a few of us.
You've got the New Holland forager, but you've gone with John Deere tractors. Is there any particular reason that you didn't kind of keep in the New Holland?
Well, we've run John Deere tractors for quite a few years now, and yeah, we like them. I think with the John Deere, just like the simplicity of it, like we try and keep it quite basic, and we've got, you know, everything's to hand with the John Deere, and you can stick any driver in it and he sort of knows, you know, he knows what he's got to do with it. So yes, it's pretty simple really, that's why we like them.
And have you always run John Deere's like?
No, well, before my time, they were Massey men, so we had a lot of Massey Fergusons, and
because there's actually a Massey here today. I know it's not one of your own.
Yeah, no, we, well, I think one of the main reasons they went to because we ran a big John Deere because it was on the trailed foragers. So, yeah, the bigger John Deere sort of had the edge over the Massey at the time. And yeah, since about 97, we've been buying John Deeres in 6-900s right the way up through to what we've currently got now. So,
and you're running, I know you have other trailers as well, but you do have a small fleet of cane trailers, which is quite nice to see an Irish brand within it.
Yeah. We get on well with the Cane Brothers, and yeah, they're good trailers. They're good for our conditions because they're not overly heavy. They're 16 tonners, but yeah, they float over the ground nice. So yeah, they're good trailers. Steering axles as well to make it easier to get in. So
yeah, small gateways and small roads.
That's it. Yeah.
And how has the season been for you so far? Because I know it was quite wet there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. No, it's been a different season this year. Sort of every time we've sort of wanted to get going, we've had a lot of rain, and then it's come good and we've had good weather and we can get on. But it's all been at once. The jobs this season. Yeah,
so you're really knocking through the acres now.
Yeah. Trying to get
done. You'd want to be able to knock through the acres anyway with that 12-row header on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
You're running the 435S. Now I know she's the stage 4, but you did have, just briefly before it went on elsewhere, you did have a demo stage 5 435S on the pit. What are your opinions on that one? Because I know speed-wise, Jake was saying that she definitely is able to carry up the pit a lot faster. Yeah, no,
it's a good machine. I think JCB put a lot of work into their products. So we've come all the way through with the JCB, right the way from the 412, right the way up through, and yeah, they've been good machines really.
Thanks a million for having us out, Josh. We'll get chatting to Andy in the New Holland forager now, and I suppose he'll give us his opinion on the forager itself.
Yep, that's it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for your visit.
Right, so Andy, I was talking to your cousin Josh earlier, and then I said I better hop into the forager with you and find out what you really think of it. Because you've been New Holland pretty much the whole way through.
Yeah.
Now, I know you did try a few different brands there a couple of years ago when you were thinking of changing over when you got this machine.
Yeah.
But what made you go with the New Holland?
So we tried Class, John Deere, Krone and a Fendt when we were looking at changing. There's a few things the New Holland offered us which a lot of the competitors couldn't. So we got the widest corn cracker on the market. Still the widest drum, although the Krone comes very close. Obviously the folding whole crop header to fit it as well, which, I mean, we do a fair bit of whole crop now, that's picking up, so that's important for us.
Yeah, especially around the smaller fields that you'd be working in around here. Like.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much you drive over just in the gateways and that with a fixed header. And a lot of them still don't do like full maize like we're doing now if it's real wet. We've got a proper mechanical diff lock, independent brakes, mechanical four-wheel drive, which all makes a big difference in conditions if it's difficult. Proper ground clearance as well. At the time I had the most ground clearance out of all the other brands.
Right, okay.
Which can give you a bit of a benefit when there's real wet.
Yeah, because the 920, what you're running, is the biggest of New Holland's offering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because what power is she actually putting out?
911 horsepower.
Because it was an 850 that you upgraded from?
Yeah.
And before that was a 9090?
1990, yeah.
Yeah, so that would have the 9090 would have been what the 920 is now?
No, so the 19, well, it would have been the top model, but
yeah.
That was 824 horsepower, which was the same as the 850, but with the 850 they changed some of the crop flow. So although it was the same engine, the output was better. And then this one's a step up again. They've beefed up some of the gearboxes, the drive line, extra V on like the main drive belt and that. So they've made it all a bit stronger.
And we'll say, what got you under the New Hollands in the first place?
So we went to a Class machine in 2004. We had a Class 900. In love the chevron drum, like the layout of the whole machine, and really the New Holland is similar to the old Class.
Right.
Same sort of layout. That was a big win for us. At the time, we weren't really considering a New Holland. Our salesman come in to sell us a slurry tanker. And got onto the topic, we got a new range out. And then we went and had a look at one, and we're impressed. That was a 9080 of the cat engine. And then, we brought ourselves a 1990.
And I suppose you need the horsepower around here, would you, with the bumper crops that you get?
You do at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you want to go home. There's acres and acres left.
And she could just motor through it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the 12-er on it, like.
Yeah, no, it's a good setup. Well matched setup.
Were you not saying to me earlier as well that the 12-row header you have on her at the moment, was that on your previous machine too?
Yeah, so we brought this 2014 to go on the 850. We thought we'd hang on to her for another term, put it on this. I mean, if we were to change to a new camper now, there wouldn't be a lot of upgrades they'd be offering us. It would basically be the same machine, fresh paint.
Yeah. So she's still able to do the job of something these days anyway.
Yeah. It's just I say simple, it's an easy machine to work on.
Right.
Like, you don't need any specialist tools or software or anything.
Yeah, because you do a good bit of the servicing yourselves.
Yeah, I do all the maintenance and servicing ourselves, but if we do run into trouble, obviously TA trucks will just run the corner. But yeah, it's easy to work on, really. You've got to know what you're doing, but it's straightforward, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I would say, when the time comes again to change the machine, do you reckon you'll go for another New Holland? Obviously, if they bring out another one bigger, or if they bring out the upgrade?
Yeah, I mean, we look about. You don't invest that sort of money without seeing what else is out there.
Yeah. I mean, is there any other machine that's taken your eye?
When we changed, I like the Crown. I felt at the time they weren't quite so refined as this. In terms of the hydrostatic drive, and, like, there was a few things I could see might give us trouble.
Right.
We sort of stuck with what we knew, really. We stock a fair amount of parts ourselves, and like we know what to stock because this is our third term with one.
Yeah, it's definitely an animal in the maze. That's for sure. But no, that's brilliant. Thanks a million for letting me know everything there is to know about your New Holland machine, and hope to see a bit more.
That's all right.